Ever been in a meeting, shared your screen, and someone says, go to last quarter, and you start scrolling and scrolling while everyone watch you struggle? It's awkward, and today we are ending it. Let's dive into 5 levels of Excel tab navigation. From simple visual tricks to fully automated systems, so you can move around your workbook without panicking. Method 1 is all about cognitive offload. Before the meeting even starts, give yourself a visual map. Color code the tabs. We'll group them by tab. Summary, finance, forecast, all the high-level decision-making tabs, they get the same color. Click Summary tab, hold Ctrl, then click the other tabs we want to include. See how they turn white? That means they are grouped. Right-click any of them, pick a tab color, and Excel applies it to the whole group. Then, revenue tabs get another color. Since they sit right next to one another, we use a different trick. Click the first revenue sheet, hold Shift instead, and click the last one. Excel automatically grabs everything in between. We'll mark this green. Pro tip to remember: Control for the scattered ones, Shift for the neighbors. Let's quickly do the remaining tabs. Color coding itself doesn't move you anywhere, but it's brain-friendly navigation. Stop reading every tab name and start hunting for the color. Next up, the classic go-to shortcut. Press Ctrl+G. Think of this as your Excel GPS. If you know the address, you can teleport straight there. If it's a recently visited cell, it shows up in the list, and we can just click it. Otherwise, type the sheet name, followed by an exclamation mark and a cell reference. Hit Enter, and we're there. To go back to the start quickly, hold Ctrl and click the left arrow at the bottom left. Excel jumps to the very beginning, and we can just click the first tab. The limitation? We have to be a human dictionary and remember every sheet name. That's where the next trick comes in. Right-click the navigation arrows in the bottom left corner. Excel pops up a vertical list of every tab. We can scroll and click, or here's a neat trick. Tap letters to jump and cycle through repeated letters. Tap F, we land on finance. Press F again, it cycles to forecast. Or tap more letters to narrow the search down. FI to jump straight to finance, FO to forecast. This feature has been in Excel forever, hidden in plain sight, waiting to save you minutes of scrolling every day. Now for the heavy hitter, a dynamic table of contents. First, we need a list of all sheet names. And no, we are not typing them manually. Go to Formulas, define names, Name Manager, and New. We'll call it tab names. The scope is this workbook. Then in the refers to field, we'll use the get workbook formula. This is an old Excel macro function, still works inside Name Manager, but cannot be tapped directly in cells. The code 1 tells Excel to go get all sheet names. Hit OK and close the Name Manager. Because we use the macro function, autosave is automatically disabled. That's expected behavior. Just save the file as .xlsm. Now in a cell, we can simply type equals tab names. Excel returns all sheet names, but horizontally. So wrap it in transpose to make it vertical. Notice the workbook name appears before each sheet name. To strip it out, we use text after, with the closing bracket as the delimiter. Now we get a clean, dynamic list. If we add a new sheet, just double-click the formula and hit Enter to refresh. The list updates itself. Next, let's turn this into clickable links. We can manually add hyperlinks with Ctrl+K, but repeating that for every single tab is exactly the kind of basic work we are trying to avoid. So instead, we will build the links with formulas. First, we need to build the addresses. We start with a hash symbol. That tells Excel this link stays inside this workbook. Wrap it in double quotes to turn it into text. Then we use the ampersand, the glue of Excel, to join this text string with our sheet name. If the sheet names have spaces or special characters, they need single quotes around, or the link will break. Then on the other side, we do the same. Ampersand, double quotation mark, use an exclamation mark to connect the sheet name to the designation cell. We will use A1 here, so we always land at the very top of the sheet. Close the quotes. Now that the path is built, we use the hyperlink formula. Link location first, friendly name second. One click and we're there. Hit Alt plus left arrow to jump back. Hide the helper columns to keep the TOC clean. If you have color-coded your tabs earlier, match cell background colors to tab groups. Totally optional, but scanning becomes instant. And if you are short on space, we can turn this into a single cell dropdown that teleports you around, but we'll save that for another video. If you don't want to build a system and just want Excel to do the work, the navigation pane is your best friend. So if you are on Microsoft 365, go to View, then Navigation, and the pane opens on the right. You can search, jump to any sheet, and even see hidden tabs marked in gray. It's like a file explorer, but for your workbook. And here's something interesting. Even though I didn't format these as official Excel tables, the navigation pane is smart enough to see structure, 2 separate data regions. So, zero setup, no formulas, just click and go. If you want to take this even further, you can build a navigation sidebar to impress your teams. We'll cover that in a separate video. Color coding, shortcuts, right-click lists, TOCs, and navigation panes. 5 ways to never scroll endless again. Pick your favorite and start using it today. And don't forget to like and subscribe. We will see you in the next one.